Hello and welcome again to Tommy and Grant Go Podcasting, your favorite podcast on the internet, my favorite podcast on the internet, Grant's favorite podcast on the internet. With me, as always, is Grant. Hello, Grant.
Hello, Tommy. It is my favorite podcast that appears on the internet. It's the only place that it appears.
When you just open Google, it's the first thing that shows up.
Automatically, we paid a lot of money for that. So please
A lot of money.
test it out. Just all you have to do is go to Google and all you have to do is type in Tommy and Grant Go Podcasting, and it should be the top one. If it's not, let us know, please.
I'm testing it right now.
Are you really?
While I do that, tell them about
all our
social media.
all our stuff that what is it called? Housekeeping? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, housekeeping.
But yeah, just very quickly, we are on Blue Sky at Tommy and Grant Go. We are also part of the Superpod Network, which is a group of indie podcasters. Majority of them, if not all of them, except us, pretty much are all focused on the video game world and all of that. But we are part of that, just to kind of great group, superpodnetwork.com. Again, all of that stuff as well can be found in the description down below. If you are listening to audio and would like to see what we look like, we are on YouTube now. We're very, very proud of that as well. And then, Tommy, what else could they join if they wanted to?
The Discord?
Well, but I mean the one thing that we sometimes forget to always talk about, your quick little plug.
Oh, my Patreon?
Yes,
I have a Patreon. No one's paid it's $20 a month, and I know that someone out there listening can afford that. One of you people has to be able to afford it, and there are so many perks. I thought of another one I'm going to add. This isn't on there yet. It might be by the time this goes live, but
okay.
I will record a 1-hour solo podcast about whatever topic you want me to talk about. I will research it and I will investigate or whatever you need me to do so that I will take it seriously. It's not just going to be a joke. Whatever you want me to talk about, 1 hour every month, I'll do it.
So that's every month as well.
Yeah, because they pay for 1 month as my patrons.
And is that just a did you say I might have missed that? A private one just for them?
No, it's public.
So
I haven't cleared this with you yet, but
no, I'm fine with that. The more content we put out, I could care less. As long as it's like I told you, if it's underneath our umbrella, I'm completely fine with that. So but yeah, though that's all the housekeeping. Like I said, everything else can be found in the description. At some point we'll probably mention our email that you can do, but again, that's in our description if you want. Any comments or anything, leave that. We read them, all that good stuff. So yeah. Last episode, if you are listening to that, just want to apologize publicly at how awful the audio for me was.
That's on me too. You asked me if it was okay, and I said yes.
The best part is we actually, you did tell me probably 5-10 minutes into it, something's off, and I'm like, well, we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Did have some feedback from some people who said, yeah, at times I was super quiet to hear, but it is. We're not professionals yet.
Tell them to turn up their hearing aids.
Oh, well, it was someone older who did tell me that, so
I know.
That's fair.
I know the name and address of every single person who listens to us.
I mean, there's so many of them.
So I have a spreadsheet.
That actually would be really kind of cool. Did you listen today? You did. Check. You just mark them. You just reach out. Our podcast has been out for 36 hours. Have you listened yet?
He only listened to 22 seconds before he stopped.
We go back. What happened at 22 seconds? What did we say? Actually, you know what? At 22 seconds, our theme song's not even done yet. I think it's like
they just backed out. They just knew it wasn't going to be a good episode.
They just knew the vibe. Last episode though was a lot of fun. Besides the audio,
I don't remember what we talked about. I know that we didn't talk about anything on the agenda.
It's funny you said that because at work we were talking about it, and one of my coworkers who has never listened to it, but he's like, "So what? What do you guys talk about? Like last episode, what did you discuss?" And I just look at him and go, "I actually have no idea." And then my other coworker who listens to all of them, I look at him and go, "Do you remember?" And he goes, "No, I don't either." And I'm like,
that is a sign of good content.
I'm like, oh no, then it clicked. I'm like, it was the agenda episode where we didn't talk about anything. And then the other coworker who listens, he's like, oh yes, that's right. He goes, you guys were all over the place. That's correct. So
But it
So
was
yeah.
fun. I remember it being super fun.
Oh, it was. It was, yeah, it was good. It's one of those things, and since you're kind of talking about that a little bit, the fun,
The
it's one of
fun.
those things where I've had to realize doing podcast, this being my like second one that I've done and
Mhm.
everything, is you're not going to hit a home run every single time.
No. No, you're
Like,
not.
yeah, so that's something I've had to kind of wrestle with. Like, there's been episodes we've even done where I've been done. And I'm like, you know,
Mhm.
I just don't feel good about that, but it happened. I mean,
Yeah.
it's one of those things.
And,
Um,
sometimes you're just not feeling up to being a normal human, which is why I'm thankful that we have spare days to record instead of having to force it at the same time every week. Because
oh, yeah.
there have been times where I've been like, "Man, I am just not up for it today," and then we
Oh,
don't.
you've told me that before. You texted me. I just remember
Yeah.
you're like, "I got nothing in the tank tonight. Can we just
Yeah.
push it up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely, dude." Like
Mhm.
that act that actually, if we had done that last night when we were supposed to, might have been me. I mean, I was pretty wiped. So,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
was gonna try to pile through it. So push pile. Did I say pile through it? I
You did
did.
say pile through it. You
I'm
you
gonna
say a
leave it.
lot of you mess up a lot of times. I just don't call you out on it because
You should start pointing it out. Or if you're listening, go ahead and leave a comment. Point out anytime we make actually, if you are listening on YouTube, that's what you need to do from now on. Anytime we make a mistake, call us out on it. Leave a comment down
comment it.
below.
Yes, every
So,
time, please.
well, do you want to try to follow agenda tonight or just keep blabbing and just see what where the
Yeah, well, we can
where the
start it.
oyster takes us? Should we just do
We,
that? So
we can start with the agenda at least. There's like I feel like sometimes things don't go the way you want them to, and I feel like that's kind of been like our college football teams this year. Wouldn't you say so?
I would disagree that my college team is exactly where I think they are.
Well, not where you want them to be though.
No, they are.
You want them to be 2-1?
Yes, I blame the coaches for the loss.
Okay, but why wouldn't you want them to be 3-0?
I know, I'm just messing with I like you're like, "Wait, Grant, this is not how the conversation's supposed to go, you dummy. Come on."
I know you. This isn't you.
Yeah. No, it's been yeah, is like, do you wanna talk sports a little bit? Is that
It's
what
on the agenda.
I
College
like
football.
I like college football. It is on the agenda. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. So let's start with you.
Mhm.
Your Hawkeyes.
Yeah.
What's your general thought about them with that?
It's
And I promise people, those who like maybe aren't big sports people, this probably won't be an entire episode. Maybe. We
uh,
don't know, but
also spoilers for the first 3 weeks of college football. If you haven't watched those episodes yet, get
yes,
caught
like
up.
so usually like we'd put a timestamp to let you guys know, but this we're gonna be lazy this week with our editing, so you may just have to, just risk it. I mean, if you haven't seen the first 3 episodes, the first 3 weeks, that's on you at this time pretty much.
Mhm.
So, but you're
For me, minor disappointment and apathy. Um, the Iowa football team has struggled with offense mightily for the last few years, and they had a
that's an
transfer quarterback.
understatement.
Yeah, they had a. For those who don't know, there was one year where their leading touchdown catcher was their defensive back because he had more interceptions returned for touchdown than the entire offense
Yeah,
combined.
you heard that correctly, people. They are
um,
known for throwing 2-yard passes as their longest passes ever.
uh-huh. It's bad. But in the off season, they got a transfer from South Dakota State who had a quarterback who had won 2 national championships in their version of the Heisman, whatever the FCS version of the Heisman is,
I
and
couldn't
like
even tell you what it's called.
over 10,000 passing yards, 7 million touchdowns, unbelievable. And the first 3 games have been a big fart, just a big long fart sound. They're 2-1 because they beat a very bad Massachusetts team, and they played someone who I don't remember in their first game. But the quarterback has only gotten like 300 yards total in the 3 games. It's bizarre. Like
What
it's go on.
I was gonna say, what was the stat I sent to you about him?
For a quarterback's first 35 attempts, he had the fewest passing yards of anyone ever.
Yes, that's what yeah, in the history of college football, like, when they started keeping track of stuff, that's right. For someone who has thrown at least 35 times in his first 3 games, that's right,
Hmm.
the fewest yards. I
Yeah.
still, to this day, and I was kind of semi-joking with you, but the more I think about it, Iowa might be the place where quarterbacks go to die.
Yeah, yeah, and it's so weird because they have like 4-star recruits at quarterback, and
They they had a transfer from Michigan who
yeah,
won
who won a
who won
national championship? He
no,
did.
no,
He
he was
did.
a runner
No,
up.
no. Hold
Was
on,
he
I'm
okay,
googling it.
okay, then
Zach
he was the
Rivera.
backup then.
It still counts.
I know. But he had
Now he's
won
playing
12.
for East Tennessee State.
Yeah, but he had won like 11 games previous season before he got beat
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So
It's just
now,
it's
granted,
crazy.
he did have some injuries there at Iowa. I will say that, but still, when he was healthy, it was like even Michigan fans were like, "Who is this guy? Like, this is nothing
He's
like
just
him."
yeah, they just like lose all accuracy. It's bizarre. I don't get it.
And the thing is Iowa's defense is not bad ever.
They're amazing.
They just don't have an offense.
Yeah. Stupid.
I love seeing uh, the fans who wear the shirts that say punt and they get
Mhm.
so excited when the punter comes out.
Apparently, Tory Taylor was the one that like set the all-time record for most punting yards in a season because he played for Iowa. Um, and
Well, it helps when
he's
you punt 27 times on
yes,
average per
exactly,
game.
exactly. That record was from like 1920, and he broke it. um, he was like one of the highest drafted punters ever in the NFL, and he's doing fine, but not excellent. And it's because the Bears offense doesn't move like Iowa punted from like their own fit or like when the ball was on the 50, they'd punt it. Or even when it was like on their own 47, they'd punt it. So he got to like corner kick it often. Where the Bears in the NFL are more likely to go for it from that point, or he's punting from far away. So he hasn't had a chance to like prove that he's really, really good. I thought
That
that was
he's
interesting how that changes.
um he's more of an accurate punter than
Yeah, but not a
how
distant.
but not a power one, yeah.
Yep, yep.
So no, it'll be interesting. They how that goes forward. What's your prediction? Let's get it down. What's your hot take prediction for Iowa football this year for final win loss?
How many games do they play in the season?
12.
12. Well, then they're going to be 6-6.
Okay, I was gonna say 7-5. It was gonna be my guess with them. Not even knowing what their like schedule is.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
same.
gonna guess.
And I also here's my hot take. This is going to be Kirk Ferentz's last year. He's got the
Because
most wins of any
because
Big
he's
Ten coach ever
retiring or being
because he's
forced out.
retiring.
Okay. That'll be weird to see a new coach on that sideline.
Mm-hmm. Only
They're
their
gonna
third coach since the 70s.
yeah. Crazy. Crazy, crazy.
And Michigan, how are you feeling about them?
Much better than I was 2 weeks ago after the Oklahoma game. The first game we won, but I was kind of like, okay, like I felt we should have maybe beat them more. And then the second game against Oklahoma, even like halfway through, like I texted my brother and I said, this is on the coaches. Like they are running
Mm-hmm.
just a weird, like they're not even looks like they're even trying on offense. Like the Oklahoma's quarterbacks in the top 3 right now for Heisman. He looks fantastic. And someone today I was listening on a podcast with a guy that reports for Michigan, and he said, looking back, he goes, Michigan only giving up 24 points to Oklahoma might be a good game, like by the
Yeah.
end of the year and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Central Michigan game last week where we went off for 63 points. Sorry, when they went off. I know there's some people out here who are like, don't say
There are
we,
some
you're not
people
the
that
real
really get
team.
really weird about that. I get it.
Are
I
you
mean,
one,
I say
are you
we.
one of those
I
people?
say we.
Well,
But
see,
I
you're a
went to
little bit different
Iowa.
though because you did go to
Yeah.
Iowa. I did
But I
not
say
go
it
to
for the I say
Michigan.
it for the Twins too.
Like I mean, I that's all I've ever known growing up. It's not like I
Yeah.
jumped from team to
Yeah.
team, so I'm just always
Mm-hmm.
have associated myself with them. And I will say this, I feel like I can say we because any college sport, Michigan's my one choice.
Mm-hmm.
Gymnastics, softball, baseball, hockey, like volleyball, like that's who I root for and you hope and everything. So, but yeah, then they went off for 63 points and our stud quarterback looked awesome. And then we get Nebraska this week.
And it's at Nebraska, right?
Yeah, was gonna be looked at maybe being down in your neck of the woods down there, but ticket prices said, "No, Grant, you go ahead and stay home and
Every
watch that game."
everything's too expensive these days. I don't know if I'll ever go to another sporting event. It's
Um,
crazy.
I might like when I get older, like,
Well, yeah, but
but
and it
right
depends
now,
on the
no.
economy too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the last few Iowa games I went to were not enjoyable for me.
I've been to a few games at Kinnick. I do like that stadium and atmosphere
Yeah.
around it's fun.
I I don't want to be one of those people, but it was
You're
a
gonna
lot.
be one of those people.
It was a lot more fun before drinking was allowed. Because then I know people will still like sneak drinks in or get drunk beforehand, but having access to it in the stadium, everyone's just a mess and bumping into each other and
That's how college events should be, dude.
no,
Everyone's drinking at 6 AM. They're just ready for the game.
which is fine. That's fine to do before the game, but I don't know. It just throws off the vibe for me.
Yeah. Well, you also have told stories about like you literally had people passing out next to you, like in the
Or
stadium.
or peeing on the ground.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes. Uh, good old Iowa fans. Just
Have you ever been
peeing.
to a Michigan game at Michigan?
Yes, once. We
The
were
the
and we
large home, I believe it's called.
it's the big house, yes. Um, yeah, we were 4 rows up. We paid a pretty penny, but we also
Yeah.
knew that that was gonna be a time, so it was
Hmm.
fun. I have been to 4 Michigan games in my life,
Hmm.
all against Iowa.
Oh,
Go
that's
ahead and
fun.
guess what Michigan's record against Iowa in those 4 games is.
3-1.
1-3.
Ooh, that's rough.
I have only seen Michigan win at Michigan, but every single time I've gone to Kinnick, they have
Mhm.
lost to
Wow,
Iowa.
that makes sense. Kinnick's
I
tough.
also may or may not have been on the field after a game-winning field goal was kicked by Iowa by zipping up my jacket and taking off my hat.
Smart, smart.
Um,
I've been to probably, let's see, they've only played half their games at home, so 20 Iowa games,
mhm.
I guess, because I went to school there, so and I
Did
went
you
to
go
every game.
to did you ever go to like any of their basketball games?
I went to one. They were very, very bad while I was there. Very bad.
I always think about that, like if I had gone to like a school like that, that was like bigger and
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think I would have done as well in school
Hmm.
because I just would have like, what sporting events going on tonight? Okay, going to that. Like I just would
Oh,
have,
that was the best part about being in college is always having things to do.
yeah, like that's just what I've been. Oh, like volleyball's going on tonight. Why not? Let's go. Oh,
They're doing
there's
a
a hockey.
movie showing. Cool.
Yeah,
Let's go to it.
yeah. There's a hockey game going on tonight. Okay, let's
Frisbee
go.
golf. Okay.
Yeah, count me in. Let's go. And not that like my school had that stuff and everything, but like it just I mean, it was okay if I missed a game here and there. Like, I feel like
Mm.
if I'd been there, I'd been like, no, we have to go. Well, granted, see, at my school, I could get into all home games free.
Ah, I had to
You
pay
had
money for
you
mine.
had to pay for season tickets, didn't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
but you got a free T-shirt.
I love that I just paused for that. Like, oh, cool, cool, dude. That's awesome.
A free T-shirt with your $500 season ticket purchase.
And that was per sport, wasn't it? Like you had
Yeah,
to
that was
buy.
only for football.
So then you'd also have to pay season tickets for like student tickets for
I'm
like
assuming for basketball. No,
there had to been something that you guys could have probably got into for free, don't you think? Or
I'm
do you think
sure.
like even for like volleyball?
You could probably go to well, I know you could go to the club hockey games for free because those were at the mall.
Yep. Let's go to the mall.
I think my favorite place to go see a sporting event is Target Field, the Twins games.
Yes, I've
But
been there. I had to think for I had to think
they
if I'd
lose a
been there.
lot of games. I've lost track because I've been to probably 10 or so games, Twins games as well.
I haven't been to as many Twins like professional baseball games
Hmm.
compared to other ones. NFL is actually probably the least. I think I've only been to one NFL game.
Same, only one at the Vikings' new stadium,
I have
which was
not
also
been
very nice.
have not been to that one yet. I've been to the Dome.
I've been to the Dome for one Twins game. We played at the Metrodome.
We did.
I
That was a
scored a
lot of fun.
run.
I made an error at third.
Ooh, it's tough on that turf.
I hated playing third, and yet I kept doing it. Just hated it, hated it, hated it. Yeah. Timberwolves games.
Oh gosh, yeah, I went to one and that was a very bad experience. Have I talked about that on the podcast?
I don't think so.
Probably one of the worst experiences of
I've
my
been to
life.
one,
How
and
was
that's
it?
well, it was actually no, I've been to two because we went as a basketball team once,
In high
in high
school?
school.
Why wasn't I invited?
Because you probably weren't on the team anymore.
Well, I
Remember,
mean,
we had a whole
still
episode about how
still
you
there in
quit.
spirit.
We
I
had a
didn't
whole
even know
episode
this
how you
happened.
quit. Yeah, and then I think, our friend Justin, I think his dad took us one
You have
time.
so much in common with your ex-girlfriend, you don't even know it.
I do.
She went to London and came back and forgot to get me a gift, so she gave me a pen. And
I'm
pretended like that was my gift.
I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, it's okay. It's whatever.
Like, is that an actual true story?
Yeah, yeah.
Where did that come from? Like,
Because
why
you didn't invite me to the Timberwolves game.
Oh, I was like, "What? Where are you coming with that left field
It wasn't
remark
left
of it?"
field. It was coming from third base.
Um, my experience was fine. I mean,
Good.
we were when we were actually there as fans, because when we went for with the basketball team, they kinda had us in a different area, like, than like, they we had a reserved area. I don't remember who got us tickets for that or what it was. We actually gotta go on the court and shoot before the game too.
What the heck?
Um,
It's really cool. I'm happy for you.
yeah, but then when I went with our buddy Justin, we were in the upper area, which was
Uh-huh.
really cool because we were not high enough that they looked like ants, but,
Hmm.
like, you could see, so that was cool. I mean, I had a good experience. I'd love to go again.
Sure.
So your experience, go.
Yeah. So when I went to the Vikings game, actually, I
I thought
was
we were talking about
walking.
the Timberwolves.
I know, but this is how the
Okay.
story starts. I was in the Mall of America, just walking around, doing my own thing. I went to the Vikings game with my parents, but so I just went off and did my own thing because they just wanted to hang out at the hotel, and I was like, no, I'm gonna be cool. So I went to the Mall of America, opened up Bumble, a dating app, and just swiped right until it ran out of people.
Okay, hold on, pause. Was this when you were in college?
No, I was an adult.
You were an adult when you went.
I was an adult. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, like,
Uh-huh.
were you staying at the hotel that's, like, by the Mall of America? Or did
I
you,
don't
like, take an
remember the distances or where anything was. I had to take an Uber, so I don't
You
think
did?
so.
Okay, perfect. That's what I was
Uh-huh.
just wondering. Okay, anyway, sorry.
Um,
So you're on the prowl. Okay.
I just wanted someone to hang out with in a like just having fun way. I wasn't looking for anything obscene.
Wink,
Um,
wink.
and I did match with someone, and we started talking, and then we didn't have a chance to meet up while I was there. But we kept talking, and she was like, "You should come to Minneapolis. We'll go to a Timberwolves game." I was like, "Cool, okay, that sounds fun." And so I went back to Minneapolis for the Timberwolves game, and this girl did not speak English the best because she was from Peru. Um, this was what? Why are you making that face? For audio listeners, he made a face.
You know why I'm making that face.
um, and I had recently started drinking alcohol for the first time in my life, so I have no tolerance for it or whatever. And so we go in the stadium and we walk up to the thing, and she's like 2 beers, and she's a heavy drinker. She watches soccer and stuff, the traditional stuff. And so I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're each getting 2 beers. So I ordered 2 beers as well. I realized afterwards that she was getting it for both of us, but neither of us said anything because her English wasn't the best, and I'm just awkward. So we got 4 beers between the two of us, the big glasses, and
Oh, big
we
gulp say? All
yeah,
right.
big gulps. We walk through the thing to where the seats are, and I'm like, what are our seats again? And I put the drinks in my arm and pull the tickets out, and they fall away down down into the distance. We didn't have the digital tickets or anything. We only had the paper ones. I was pretty sure. Well, I was like 90% sure where they were. So we go up to our seats, and there's people sitting there already. And so I'm like, hey, I'm pretty sure these are our seats. And this woman is like, no, no, these are our seats. These can't be your seats. These are ours. And I don't have the tickets anymore. And I was like, okay, but like,
So hold on. You didn't pick up the tickets after you dropped them?
they fell down into the crowd, like they flew away, like they
Okay,
dropped
go
and the wind took them away.
okay.
And I was like, okay, well, can we just see your tickets? And she refused. She was like, no, these are ours. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll have to go find an usher or something. And I went to me and the girl carrying around our 4 beers, going all over the stadium to try and find someone who can like scan something to find our tickets to prove our seats. And eventually we found one. It's like the first quarter is already over now. It's already happened. We go back to the seat with an usher. The lady still refuses. She like demands the usher. She's like, "Do you know Steve something? You go find Steve and he'll tell you that these are our seats." And the usher did not want anything to do with it. He did not want to stand up for anything. He just had like this attitude where this wasn't his responsibility.
Yeah.
Um, and then the woman behind, there was like an old couple behind, and she was like, "I don't think anyone's going to sit next to us. You can just sit next to us." And I was like, "Thank you." And so after like 35 minutes of this whole thing, we haven't sat down yet. We've been carrying these 4 beers around.
You haven't
We
been, like,
finally,
sipping them and drinking them?
I'm sure I did, but I wasn't chugging them or anything. We
I'm just
finally
imagining
sat down and watched the rest of the game. They beat the Dallas Mavericks. And then I drove home.
After you drank 2
After I
beers?
drank 2 beers, I drove home. At like from Minneapolis to at like 11 o'clock at night. I didn't get home until 3 a.m. It was awful.
So, was there a second date?
That was the second date.
Was there a third date?
There was not a third date.
Ah. Do you remember when we had our one guest on, Andy,
Mhm.
who mentioned in that podcast that says you have the craziest stories and he believes it only happens ever to you?
Yeah,
Exhibit A.
yeah.
Right there. Like that's like just the whole my tickets flew away. They were gone. Like
And we didn't. They didn't have digital tickets then, or the Timberwolves at least didn't. I don't, or I
so
didn't have the app, or I couldn't sign in. Something.
yeah.
I know that I did not have the digital tickets.
And you sat behind this
Yes, a
lady.
couple rows back. Yeah.
Oh, a couple rows? I was really hoping
Uh,
to be right behind.
no, there was still space between us.
Uh,
What a
that's so
nightmare!
great. I
Nightmare.
can honestly say I've never had that bad of experience ever at a sporting event.
Hmm.
You just have the worst luck apparently. If you get peed
I have the
on,
worst luck and the
you
best luck. I didn't get peed on. It was a few seats down, and it just, yeah, it's fine.
it's fine. Everything's fine.
Every
It's
Twins
good.
game I've gone to has gone great, except for they keep losing.
Speaking of which, I would love to go to a Twins game at some point with you.
Hmm. That would
And
be fun.
I would like to sit in the area where you only pay like $60 a ticket, but you get all the free food behind at the special thing. I think it's like Legends Landing or something. Have you heard of
Oh,
that?
okay. I gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I never
Mhm.
considered going to that, but the free food does sound nice.
Yeah. And I mean, granted, you are sitting in the outfield, but I could care less. I mean,
Oh yeah, it's baseball. Every seat's a good seat.
yeah. And most of the time, like when I've gone to a few baseball games, like we usually get up and we'll walk around anyway at some point. Like just,
Hmm.
it's a
Yeah,
long time. Well, they've sped it up now, but back in the
sped it
day,
up a lot. Back in my day, baseball games took 3.5 hours, and we loved it.
I mean, we do. It's fun.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
crazy thing is I do not mind going to baseball games like in person, but I cannot just watch them on TV for some odd reason.
Hmm,
Like
that's
I just
interesting.
can't. But I can watch other stuff, like sports and everything besides NASCAR. No one likes NASCAR.
Um, Speaking of Andy, we went to a minor league baseball game here. Man, this would be better if he was here to talk about it, but that's okay. Um, we got
Well,
seats.
hopefully he's
Two
listening and
two cool things happened. Well, cool might not be the right word. Um, okay, the one cool thing that happened, the longest home run I've ever seen in my life, I believe it was Randall Grichuk, hit a home run. Like I mean, there's no way to describe it in words, but it went so far that it like hit the scoreboard. Like it's the fence and then the area where people walk and then the scoreboard in the back. And he hit that scoreboard and like dented it. And every time I've gone to the game, I've seen that dent, and I'm like, what a moonshot! Holy cow! So that was cool. And then we were sitting behind the dugout. Someone hit a foul ball that whizzed over our heads and hit a guy right in the neck, directly in the neck. I thought that, like, I was like, that man's neck is dented in, and it was terrifying. It like went inches close to us, and the guy got hit in the neck, and he tough guyed it. He just sat there like nothing happened. Someone came to check on him. He's got this giant red neck,
I was
and he's
gonna
just like,
say,
it's just like, you don't
dude,
got to do that.
dude can't speak anymore, so that's why he's like,
That's probably what it was. He
I'm
was a tough
good.
guy. You just can't speak.
I'm fine. uh,
If that would happen to me, I would have been sprinting for
you would have
a
been in the
medic.
fetal position. You would have been in
Yeah,
the fetal position,
yeah.
crying for mommy.
Uh-huh.
I would have too. Was probably
What's the worst sports injury you've gotten? Have you ever had a sports injury?
like me.
Yeah.
Twisted ankle.
So lame.
I've never
Ooh,
broken a bone in my body.
ooh, my bones are made of carbon fiber and my skin is plasteel.
Yeah. Every
Congratulations.
um that reminds me of the SpongeBob episode.
Yeah, that's what I was
The
quoting.
this the selling chocolate episode.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Um,
What's the worst one you've had?
I bruised my ribs in middle school football when I got tackled once. I got tackled one time and bruised my ribs. Um, and then it wasn't sports. It was in physics class when they had the really long springs, and it was
Mhm.
supposed to be for waves. I swung it way too hard and strained my rotator cuff and couldn't play baseball for a week. That really made me depressed. Like, what was the point of living through high school if I couldn't play baseball?
There was none. That's what we lived for every summer.
Exactly. Seriously,
Uh-huh.
the best parts of my years were always summer.
Yeah, because we
Did you
were
always love baseball, even in like little league and
yeah.
under? Okay,
So growing up, I would say actually probably all the way through high school, baseball was always my first love, like
okay,
sports,
same.
like all of that. Um, and I really thought to myself that that's what I wanted to go play in college, like
Mhm.
baseball. Looking back, I'm really glad I didn't pursue that because I uh, I think it's a very, very grueling season in college. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
so,
absolutely.
and I mean, but I think I would have been worried that that would have burned me out from
Hmm.
it. Like,
Sure.
so,
And then it wouldn't have been fun.
no.
Then you're
Um,
playing it for a job, basically.
yeah. But then as I got older, like I kind of switched over more to like probably basketball was my first love, and that's probably
Hmm.
because I was coaching it and just seeing the different side of it.
Sure.
Um, I've always told people probably now, if you were to ask me, playing basketball is probably my favorite to do, like just playing. But watching college football is probably like my
Mm.
favorite thing to do. Except actually, I know I'm gonna go back a step further. Playing golf is probably my favorite thing to do now.
I was just gonna say, if you were to be like, Tommy, you can go back in time and you will have to practice your heart out. You'll have to do it. You'll have to do it your whole life, but you can succeed at one sport. What would it be? I think I might pick golf.
You know what? Looking back, I would probably follow in your footsteps, just knowing because oh, excuse me, had some little burps there. Um, all the other sports really, once you reach a certain age, you're done.
Hmm.
Golf though,
And
you can do forever.
you can do it
Really.
forever. And the other sports, I'm not are far more taxing on the body than golf. Golf has
Yes.
its own parts that are taxing, but not to the same level as
Like
basketball,
everything, it's so
baseball,
hard.
football. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Um, have we ever golfed together?
I want to say we've had to have at some point. We've had to have at least like in high school. Um, but not in the last decade for sure. I haven't golfed in probably a decade.
Like ever?
I
You
mean,
haven't like
I guess I've gone a couple times. My wife got into golf for about a month, and we got her a set of clubs, and we went out twice, and then never again.
because I've always thought about that, like thinking like where's a course that's like right between the two of us? that would be fun just to
Mhm.
meet up on a Saturday or something sometime.
Yeah.
Um, Speaking of your wife,
Okay.
um, is she watching the season finale tonight or the series finale
It
with her
was it
friends?
was last night,
I
Grant.
know,
It was last night.
but I know she was with you
They
last
watched it.
night.
Yeah, no, she watched it just here at home instead of going. She
Is
didn't feel
that
like going out with them.
is that why that's on the agenda? Is that
No,
the
the
episode?
agenda is from 2 episodes ago.
Okay. Go ahead,
Um,
and so I saw that, but I was gonna, and I knew because of great TikTok that last night was the, like, finale and all that.
yeah,
So go ahead and let's paint the picture for
sure.
our listeners.
I wrote on the agenda, I was forced to watch The Summer I Turned Pretty, 3 episodes ago, 2 episodes before the finale.
There
did
is,
not
by the
go ahead and
way,
watch
we do have an episode that is titled as a parody to
Uh-huh,
that.
uh-huh.
Uh,
I don't
the
remember.
summer I turned. It's the summer
What
I
did we
hit
call it?
puberty.
That's right, that's a good title.
Yes, and
That's a
it's
very
because
good title.
remember that's the last 5 minutes of that episode is just straight chaos when your wife got home. Like
Yeah,
she was
yeah,
on a
that was
whole
good.
new level.
Shit. Which so, like, that obviously built the expectations for me for actually watching it.
Oh
Like, I
yeah,
was like,
yep, yep.
I can get some enjoyment out of this. Sounds crazy." So, as we were watching it, because I actually watched it, I'm not one of those guys that's like, are you okay?"
Yeah, sorry. I bumped my like table or something, and you like were only in one ear for some odd reason.
Ah,
So
um
sorry. Go on. Go on.
Yeah, I'm not one of those guys that's like, "I'm not gonna watch this show." If it's something my wife is interested in, I'm gonna give it a shot, see it from her eyes. Maybe I can take something from it.
Have we
So
said
we're wa
what it? Oh yeah, the summer I turned pretty. I was like,
The
have we
Summer
even
I Turned
said what
Pretty.
it is? Yeah.
Yeah. So the show's going on, and I'm asking questions so I can understand what the heck is going on, because this is season 3, episode 6 or 7 or 8 or something, and the things that she say just keep sounding ridiculous. Um, there was like someone handed a letter, and I was like, "What was that?" And she was like, "It's a letter from his mother." And I was like, "Oh, and he wasn't supposed to get it?" And she was like, "No, he someone picked up the wrong envelope." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it now. That makes sense." And then something happened, and someone started crying, and I was like, "Why is she crying?" And he's like, "Because the cancer." And I was like, "What? Who had cancer?" And she was like, "The mom. That's why she gave him the letter." And I just like started smiling, and she's like, "You're not taking this seriously. I'm not having fun." I was like,
So like,
I'm
did she ever?
genuinely,
Hold on. Did she
I'm
ever get
genuinely trying.
annoyed? Did she ever get annoyed that you kept asking questions, or is
Yeah,
she
she got
like,
annoyed. She thought I
okay?
was not taking it serious. She thought I was making fun of it. But I was genuinely just trying to. No, I was trying to understand what was happening, and it was funny to me. But I was like, it was just all these ridiculous situations happening over and over again. It's his brother that she's with, and then she's with the other brother, but the other brother got the letter, and there was so much to keep track of, and it just made me smile. And so then we didn't talk for the rest of the episode.
You're like, I will just sit here and
Yeah,
have
I'm
no
not going to ask
idea
any more
what is
questions.
happening, all that fun stuff. So,
Every once in a
um,
while, she would point out who people were, and some stuff that happened in the past. And I was just like, oh, okay. And
that's
apparently, I watched the worst episode. She
is that what
talked
she
with her
said?
friends about it afterwards, and she was like, "I'm sorry, that one was so boring. Nothing, nothing of substance really happened. I mean, things happened, but apparently the plot didn't move forward. And there was no drama or like emotion or anything.
Yeah, it was
A
what
dry episode."
I think they're called filler episodes sometimes. There's a term
Mhm.
for it where it's a
Yeah,
slower paced episode, but
yeah, yeah.
so that's why you watch The Summer I Turned Pretty.
What's up with television these days?
Go on,
I don't like it.
keep going.
I don't like streaming. I feel like it's ruined TV.
In what ways?
There's only like 8 episodes per season. It feels like you just start the series and then it's over. And then you gotta wait 2 years for the next season to come out, and I've
I will
stopped
agree.
caring at that point,
I
and
will
I've
agree with
forgotten at
that.
that point. Lost, the greatest television show that's ever created. The first 3 seasons were 24 to 26 episodes long, Grant.
And they
1
were all like
season is
they were
24
all the
episodes.
45-minute
Yeah,
episodes too,
a
right?
full
Yeah.
hour with commercials.
Yep.
And then, between seasons, it was like months until the next season, and that felt like an eternity back then. But it was only a few months between seasons. They would finish filming a season, take like a little break, and then they'd start filming again.
And how many
Uh,
seasons of Lost is there?
6 seasons. The last 3 seasons were like 12 to 14 episodes because there was the writer's strike, and then they set
Well,
an end date.
yeah, and I feel like usually
And there's a lot of filler episodes. That's where I got that from.
Yeah, and I usually feel like back in the day, like, you would see around probably 20 episodes a season
Yeah, that was
because they were
traditional.
weekly, and then,
Hmm.
yeah, you usually had your, like, 6 weeks off or whatever, and
Hmm.
then when the new year, because it always was, and a lot of them I felt like were usually, like, spring or fall is when
Yeah,
seasons would start.
yeah.
Like, because in the spring
And
ones, their whole thing would be like, "We're gonna run the whole summer," like, that's our thing, so
so here's another thing too. I prefer watching a show weekly instead of just binging it all at once where the whole season comes out.
mhm.
But when shows do that, I know this doesn't affect some people, but it affects me because I'm on the internet too much. Um, when they're weekly like that, it causes the discussion around the shows. If there's something negative, it just builds and snowballs, even if it's not even deserved. Because people are like, why is this happening? This happened with Fallout most recently, the Fallout show.
Oh,
People
I'm
were like,
excited for that, by the way.
yeah, same.
Mhm.
People were like, this is different than the video games. Why is this different? I hate it. I hate that this is different. And then every episode that just built and built, and more people were drawn into this orb of dislike. But it was a good show.
It's a very good show because they
Yeah.
came out even when they did it, they were very, very clear from the get-go,
Yes.
this is going to be a story in the Fallout universe,
Universe. Yeah. It's
like,
not. It's not connected to the games. It's not recreating the games.
which it might start being connected to the games now because of
Yeah.
the teaser they did with season,
Two.
2 with,
Hmm.
New Vegas.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I felt a little bad when you were saying, like, "Hey, they come out and you gotta wait 2 years and everything." So, last night when we didn't record, I was watching, have you ever heard of The Boys on Amazon
Of course,
Prime?
I've watched the first few seasons.
Okay,
Actually only the first season,
have
and
you
then I
watched
watched a few episodes in the second season.
have you watched the spinoff Gen V?
No, I don't like spin-offs. There's too many spin-offs these days, Grant.
So
I can't keep up with them all.
so
There's gonna Yeah,
I really
go on,
liked
go on.
sorry, I really liked Gen V because, yes, it was a spinoff, but it was taking place at the same time as The Boys was. So, it was
That's
almost like
interesting.
alternate, like, universe, and then you had some of the characters cross over into Gen V. Now, I was really mad because I was like, "Geez," like, saw, like, the first like, the 2nd season just got released, I think, this past week or whatever, and I was
Mhm.
like, "Geez, that took forever," like, I don't even remember what happened. Well, come to find out because, one of the main characters actually passed away, and
Yep.
they had to rewrite the whole, like, season
Yeah.
2 and everything. And actually, the whole first episode, I'm not done with it, but it's all about them, like, learning that he actually, like, was killed, like, they off camera or whatever is what they did with his character, and it's them
Mhm.
grieving or coming to terms with. I'm like, that's kind of a nice
That's always
little,
tough. Yeah.
yeah, but
Um, one okay, I got 2 more things I wanna say about this. Uh, 1, did you know that there are 2 more spin-offs of The Boys that are in development?
No, I did not know that.
There's a prequel series called Vought Rising that was
I would be
announced at 2024,
I'd be kinda interested in that.
starring Soldier Boy and Stormfront.
Yep, because they were part of it, like,
I don't know who
from
Stormfront is, but I know who
okay,
Soldier Boy is.
do you still have Amazon? Yeah, you do, of course you
I
do.
do. Uh-huh.
You need to watch the rest of it. I know
Uh,
that you have said that sometimes that you feel like they go over the line with some of the stuff, like,
I'm fine with things going over the line if it's like I don't even know how to describe it. It wasn't. It, I didn't. It was too much for me.
yeah, which I will agree that there's some episodes you're like, "What's the point of this?"
Hmm.
So
And the other one titled
oh, that's gonna
titled
sorry, there's no warning that that happened, people.
the other one titled "The Boys Mexico" was announced in 2023. It's a Mexican-led cast. Takes place in Mexico.
Okay, I never would
Diego
have guessed that
Luna.
based off the title.
Diego Luna from Andor.
Oh,
Oh, he's
okay.
producing.
Oh. That'll be interesting. I wonder how that will go.
The other thing I don't like about streaming, splitting the seasons up into like 2 parts and then
Oh,
having those
yes,
parts be
dumb.
years apart. What is that?
Yeah,
The Last
that's
of Us
dumb
did
too.
that.
So dumb. So
I just don't
what is
enjoy TV
hey,
anymore.
yeah,
I don't enjoy Star Wars anymore, and I used to enjoy Star Wars. There's too many Star Wars,
there
Grant.
is too many. I
There's
agree.
too
I haven't
many
even
Star
watched
Wars.
second of Andor. There's other stuff going on.
No. I've heard it's
What
amazing, but I Do you remember when they had the Book of Boba Fett, and then the last 3 episodes were just the Mandalorian
It
season
was.
two point five?
He just came
They were
in all
just like,
suddenly.
we'll just forget about this Boba Fett guy. Look, it's Grogu. Are you guys happy again? And there was someone
And now we
on,
get a movie.
yeah, we get a movie, which I'll probably go see. Um,
Because I love Star Wars. I do. It's so much fun.
there was a post on Twitter that went viral where a guy was like, I don't understand. At the end of season, spoilers for The Mandalorian, everyone. Serious spoilers for The Mandalorian.
Wow, this is
Uh,
a spoiler episode. We ruined college
yeah, we were
football. Like,
college football. Um, oh man, we're past 45 minutes. How did that? I thought we were at like 20 minutes. Not
no,
no joke.
I saw it and I was trying to slowly wrap it up, but you just kept going on your rant. I'm like, I guess this one will be a little bit longer than normal, which is
um,
fine. We started
the
earlier tonight, so we're fine.
the guy posted, I don't understand what's happening. At the end of season 2, the Mandalorian dropped Grogu off with Luke, and now at the start of season 3, he's just back with him. What? I'm missing something, because he didn't watch the Book of Boba Fett. Because why would you? You would have no idea
Yeah.
that the story was going to continue in there.
Um,
That's stupid.
they
Marvel's doing the same thing. I don't know what's happening. I don't know who these people are. I haven't known for 5 years.
they did something very similar with another show that I like called Big Mouth, where they had a spin-off series
That has a spin-off series?
called Human Resources, and it was really funny because they did, I don't remember the numbers, but they like season 3 of Big Mouth, then there's Human Resources, and then season 4 of Big Mouth like starts, but it's like continuing a little bit of Human Resources, but they make fun of themselves. They
Okay, that's good.
like
I
5
like
minutes
that.
into it when they make the reference, they both turn to the camera and go, "Yeah, that's right. You need to watch Human Resources if you wanna know what's gonna happen the rest of the season," and then just continue going on.
That's good.
So,
That's good stuff.
let us,
Anyways,
let
so
us know what you think about
what
streaming.
do you
If
think
you
about television?
Yeah, if you like it, if you like things, if you disagree with us,
Do you miss when there was just 3 channels?
yeah, and you had to quick run to the bathroom, grab your snacks in between commercials, and you
Yeah.
couldn't pause and anything.
Mhm.
Let us know by emailing us at taggopodcast@gmail. Can also be found in our description. If you're watching on YouTube, it's been scrolling on the bottom line this entire time.
Mhm.
I said I was going to plug it. There I did plug it.
Cool.
One other thing I wanted to quick do is just Tommy, anything interesting going on? Just kind of what's going on in your life. Like, I thought we could always wrap up our episodes of anything that you're working on that you want to quick share, anything that maybe else we have going on underneath the umbrella of Tommy and Grant Go.
I'm going on a cruise in a couple of weeks. I looked it up. It's actually between our recording times, so I'll be able to record both times. Um,
Oh, okay.
the
If
cruise
not,
is the week between
okay. I was gonna say if it's like too much,
with
if
my
you come
baby,
back,
with my 1-year-old baby.
that'll be fun.
So if things aren't fun, we can't come home. We're just going to be in Honduras with an angry baby.
Stuck on a ship with
Hmm.
an angry baby. No,
Yeah,
that'll be fun. I'm
I hope so.
excited for you. Me, I really don't have a ton going on. I guess related to Tommy and Grant Go, I do have to start the next challenge that you gave me because I did
Hmm.
beat the
Yeah,
one.
it's been like a month and you haven't done it yet, which I can't say anything because I spent probably a month between my
Yeah.
challenge episodes. I shouldn't have even said
Speaking
that.
of, yeah, so I do have some episodes I got to get for that. I think it's going to be a shorter than the one that I previously did based off what you've told me. It might
Hmm.
only be a one episoder.
Which is fine.
Yeah. Yours was, which really wasn't much of a challenge.
Maybe I need to ask you about that.
It was more of a I just wanted you to play the game. So
Yeah.
that's why I gave you the challenge. But yeah, other than that, don't really have a ton of other stuff going on. Just normal thing. We aren't doing any trips or anything. So, but yeah. Anything else you got for the peeps?
No.
Okay, go ahead. You know the drill.
That's the end of the episode. Sports and sports and sports and sports. Sports, 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 or sports, 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 sports.